right, welcome back to the Pratte Gym. We're going to check in with you one more time. A very chilly night here in western Pennsylvania, but we're warming up with some, delicious Dunkin' Donut K-Cup coffee. Dunkin' keeps America running. All right, listen, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is coming back to the Barclays in that great community of Brooklyn in New York on April the 8th, and it'll be re-aired this spring on HBO. But this is who is going to be inducted in this year's class. NWA, Dr. Dre, Eazy-E, Ice Cube, DJ Yella, and MC Ren. I was reading a tweet from Carl Yarborough. He is from the Cleveland Plain Dealer. And he said that I know a lot of people are probably saying, how could a group that only had 2 studio albums make it to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? But he so appropriately put it, and let me kind of agree with him, that, hey, they changed the face of music. They not just rewrote how music was recorded and sound, but they changed the face of it to where generations of, people even like me still enjoy hip-hop today. And more importantly, it has no signs of slowing down. And if it wasn't for those young men from Compton, California, we would not be enjoying that genre of music. I definitely believe that they belong in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Cheers to those great performers. Now, also, Cheap Trick. How cool, folks. 1977, Rick Nielsen and Robin Zanders. Fun rock and roll. They changed truly their style of music for no one. And it's consistent 40 years later. They still have that same sound that they broke in with back in the late 70s and deservingly of enshrinement into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Up next, it's a fusion of jazz and rock. Chicago Transit Authority first hit the scene 1969. You know them as Chicago. Does anybody really know what time it is? It's their time to be enshrined into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And then, Smoke on the Water. Deep Purple. As someone appropriately put it on Facebook, if there was a Mount Rushmore of rock and roll, they'd be right there. I mean, with groups like Led Zeppelin and Black Sabbath. I mean, Deep Purple, that is rock and roll to your Pratte Pack. And then Steve Miller. It's all about rock and roll and the blues. This guy was baptized in the guitar of Muddy Waters, and he found a way to play some Jimi Hendrix along the way. And voila, Steve Miller created his own sound. And he's still touring. He's still incredible. The Joker, the Gangster of Love, Mr. Steve Miller, fly like an eagle, going in. Congratulations with this year's class into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. The Barclays Center's on April the 8th, going to re-air later this spring on HBO. And Bert Burns, who is he? He's a guy that in the 60s in New York was one of the best record men there was. When it came to jazz and blues, nobody did it better. 51 chart toppers, and everyone from the Beatles to Zeppelin and the Stones recorded his music. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, this year's class into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And you know, when it comes to the music scene, my best advice, timesonline.com. Plug into my good friend Scott Tatey at the Beaver County Time, because that guy is always in the groove. Good night. Stay warm. Spring is here. It will get warmer. It will get better. Have a good evening from the Pratte Gym.